Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of June 2013. Now we will be covering your home and your family, your career and your goals. We'll be looking at your finances, health and well-being and relationships during this period of time. The first thing that you do have around the home is, I've just got here the nitty-gritty. Things really need to be kind of like streamlined and focused. You may be finding that during this period of time you're going through stages of just feeling like, the underdog. You don't want things to get out of, whack or out of order, and you may be very, very focused on making sure that things are followed through and completed. During this period of time also, there is a very strong sensitivity. So watch your feelings and watch the feelings of others. Because sometimes when we're going through a bit of a difficult time or have gone through one, we could be focusing on the negatives rather than the positives of the situation. And I kind of get that the home is making quite a lot of changes. It is taking a bit of time, If there has been any issues that's caused a little bit of past grief, or, there's been a flare up sitting there, the guys upstairs are kind of saying to you, this is the time to look past that, and to work through it. But I just kind of get the words focus on what needs to be done, narrow it down, start there, don't take on 15 jobs at once, because as we all know, they get out of whack and we can't get in there and get them finalized, so you'll have everything left undone. So this is about one of those good months, is just focusing on what can be done, what can be solved, what can be put to rest, and then going on from there. In connection with your career and your goals, security is very, very important to you this month, and you may be very much focusing on the business or the financial aspects of that. Now, some will be securing a very good contract or a very good agreement, and by doing so, this will make sure that you have got a good income or good changes in your career environment, at least for the next 4 years, So this is good. For those that are, looking for, ways to better themselves, they may be looking at going into a personal business, You may be looking at the dynamics of, should I be studying, should I be doing more? Because it's about you shoring up your career prospects or your goal prospects and making sure that you've got that security sitting there, not just this year, and right now, but in years to come. In connection with your finances, look, the first thing you've got around here is isolate what the issue is, look at the problem and get in there and get it solved, Obviously, finances have been a little bit of a touchy point for some time, so this month it's undoubted they're going to rear their head, So this is about you really looking at your financial situation and seeing what it is that you can do to change that. So, isolating the maybe the spending or the waste, look at your budget, restructure that, because what's happening is you're crippling yourself and unable to kind of move forward. So for every one step forward, there's 3 steps back on the financial front. So this month helps you to focus on what needs to change there, and put it into a more positive, useful way, of keeping your money, because there's nothing worse if you're finding that, the income's coming in, but there seems to be nothing there covering anything. Looking at your health and your well-being, I really kind of get that there is a few past issues kind of coming up. So this could be past health issues. It could be that you're reconnecting a lot and going back and doing a very strong time of reflection. So this may be also emotional, and we'll say our mental spheres. You should be finding that you're very happy with your health and your well-being. Whatever steps that you've taken, especially over the last maybe, couple of months, you should be kind of finding that you're on the right track and things are going to get a little bit easier for you as you move along. There is, a sensation of past afflictions coming up, and if that's the case, I really do feel that you'll nip it in the bud. It could be that it's just rearing for the last time because you're healing it or moving it forward or you're overcoming it, but I just kind of get that kind of sense of just be happy, things will be a lot more settled, and you'll be finding that you're a lot more happier and healthier during this period of time. In connection with your relationships. Now, relationships indicate here that once again, you're finding that people are just coming out of the woodwork. People that you've known for a long time but may not have heard from could be reconnecting with you during this period of time. You may be finding that there's a few past issues in connection with personal relationships that need to be looked at during this month. And this is important because by doing so, you'll find that you're able to settle it and possibly talk about what needs to be done next. Some may be just visiting, you know, reconnecting with family. There may be a lot of conversations and a lot of catching up, you know, memorabilia, those types of things. If that's the case, you know, this is going to be a very momentous, you know, time, and there may be reasons why that situation, person, or you know, matter is coming back again, and it could be that it's to be more to your attention or to bring in a sense of healing or a bit of completeness. For those that are single and looking, I'm kind of getting the fact that you may be finding that somebody does reconnect with you that you've had a relationship or a very strong bond with previously. It could be that they are reconnecting with you, you know, for many amounts of reason. It may not be to heal that wound or to want to get back together, but you may be finding that your focus is sitting in the past. And this could be good, or we won't say bad, but it could kind of like, you know, send the mind in and emotions into a little bit of a turmoil. I kind of feel that I want to say to you that sometimes when we reconnect, it's our way of kind of being able to settle anything that's been kind of outstanding for a period of time. So it allows us to tie up some loose ends. Now, for those that are going to a reunion, or, you know, it's a, you know, connection with friends that you haven't seen for some time, there may be some benefits out of this, okay? And it might be a new phase that you're ready to embrace or open up in your life, which will bring a lot more happiness in the future.